Hey kids,
Hey, Dad.
what do you want to do today?
We don't know.
Want to go to the movies?
No.
Want to go to the water park?
No.
Want to go play disc golf?
Yeah. Let's go play disc golf.
Hey guys, welcome back to RCdiscgolf podcast. Thank you for being patient. It's been 2 months.
Been pretty busy with the holidays coming up and families.
I also, a little quick news. I lost my job. The plant that I worked at shut down, so that was not fun to deal with. So that was a lot of union meetings and other soft protesting going on. We were at the plant, not really picket lining, but just showing, trying to, guilt trip them, I guess. I don't know really what the point was, but it was nice to see everybody. But
A for effort, I guess.
Yeah. It's done. It's over with. It's moved on. We finally settled on all of our agreements. That should be coming soon. And then, I got a lot of job applications out. I think I got like half a dozen pending right now.
Nice.
So we'll see who calls me first.
Plus, you should talk about it. You're going to do the Pro Tour.
Oh yeah, well that's the option. I did talk to her about this. This is funny because we talked about. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I got all these applications out, so it's like, is one gonna contact me? I do an interview, and do I say, okay, but like, hang on though, because I have other people I want to talk to first, and blah blah blah, and then that one doesn't. Then I talk to the second one, and I don't like that one, so I go back to the first one to talk to, and. Oops, they filled the position because it took too long for me to reach back out to them. So now I just lost that spot. It's like, what do I do here? She's like, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm like, well, what I want to do is not go to work and, just jump on Pro Tour. So travel for the rest of the year.
Yeah, just wake up one morning and magically can throw like Eagle.
Yeah, right? It could happen.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, Spider-Man got bit by a spider.
All right, so I got to get hit by a Frisbee extra hard.
Yeah.
And
magically cut you, and then you just all of a sudden,
get that plastic guy in me.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Could be possible.
Another world, maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. Maybe we can make a movie.
There we go.
First disc golf movie. Okay, so this is end of the year. Our season is over. It's now December. It's winter.
Officially off season.
Yes, official. Unless you're one of those crazy guys that want to play Emery Park in 3 feet of snow.
Nope.
Have at it.
I've been just playing small courses. Went out to Royalton a couple weeks ago. Played ECP. Been playing JD a lot because there's like hardly ever snow there. I just found that out that I guess JD really doesn't get snow.
Interesting.
Yeah. Because I have family that have a house out by like 7 minutes down the road from there.
Oh, okay.
And they were just telling me because I was complaining about the snow, and they're like, "Yeah, we hardly get snow out at our place." I'm like, "What do you mean?" They're like, "Lewiston doesn't get much snow sometimes." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Right. Well, I'll keep that in mind."
Yep, JD is a good place to go. I actually enjoyed playing it the last. Doubles event. What was it like?
Oh, that safari layout. I'm terrible at that.
The safari layout gets you because
the tee pads. They mess with my head.
You're going sideways on a lot of them. Some of them aren't there. They're just lines painted in the grass, which I'd probably rather have than going sideways on a pad.
Yeah, going sideways on a pad. I was so paranoid about my ankles. I'm like, the last thing I need to do is re-roll my ankle and then be out for like months.
The other thing about it is JD is already so congested with the 27-hole layout up top and then the other 18-hole layout at the bottom. There's so much there. During a normal layout, I'm confused already as it is. I don't know where the tee pads are. Plus, they just put in new tee pads. They have blues, whites, and reds now at every single one of them.
Plus, new baskets are going in.
Oh, awesome.
That's what Spartan was talking about because I guess that's going to be their home course next year.
Okay, nice. Do they move it every year?
I'm not really sure. I don't know.
That'd be kind of cool too.
Yeah.
Like this year we're dedicating JD. Next year we're dedicating.
Yeah, I know. Trevor, I guess, is gonna be like holding down Como for Spartan there, and I guess Kevin and Nicole are gonna be doing Spartan at JD. somehow.
Okay.
I guess that's how it works. I'm not really too sure.
All right.
But just kind of what I was being told during that Safari doubles tournament.
Yeah. Okay. I actually, we started out playing pretty good during that event. But if you guys don't know what we're talking about, it's the Buffalo Bi-Week Blitz. It is super fun.
It was during the Buffalo Bills bye week.
Yes, it is. One of the greatest attractions there is that they make a short hole with the uprights, field goal uprights. That you have. It's a triple mando,
And then you have to make the island.
and you have to make the island. So it's a triple mando. You got to get it through the uprights and on the island. And I guess multiple people usually ace it every year. We had one.
Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin aced it
It
this
was
year.
second round when I was going.
I was 2 holes ahead of him. I saw.
Yeah, he was on my card for that round.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he was the only one. I didn't stick
Yep.
around.
Only one.
Once I found out I wasn't going to get nothing at the end of the day,
Yeah,
I took off.
Once me and Chris found out it was electronic payment, we're out of here. We're freezing. I was so cold.
I was actually kind of warm after the second round. I took my hoodie off.
Oh,
I had layers on though.
Yeah.
So
I was freezing. Like when you talked to me during that one hole we passed each other,
yeah,
I was so frozen. Like I could barely move. Like I was like, I can't move. Like this is terrible.
I don't remember what hole that was.
It was a short one.
It was. Yeah, because I had a decent shot first round, and I forgot where we were in the standings. I think we were like 6th place or 7th place after first round. I think we were tied for like either 6th or 7th. I don't remember. And then my partner, because it's a doubles fun event, he was drinking Voodoo Ranger iced teas. So
No idea what that is, but
hard iced tea.
okay.
It's not Twisted Tea. It's made by Voodoo Ranger. I guess they like that better. So yeah, they were drinking. They went through like a 12-pack of Twisted Tea. It's not hard iced tea. I think he had a joint as well. So yeah, he was enjoying himself.
Yeah.
But it definitely did not help our case for second round. So it is what it is. I wasn't going to tell him no, because it's usually what we do when we go out and casual play anyways. We'll have a couple of, I don't know, maybe one beer as we play, or a split a joint as we play during casual rounds with him. Also, he's got a bad back.
Yeah.
So
that doesn't help.
No.
Cold.
Yeah.
Bad
Cold,
back.
Bad back.
So, that's a disaster right
yeah.
there.
So we kind of fell off the wagon on our second round. So when we got to that hole, before I saw you, I threw a roller with the hatchet, and it cut perfectly. Ended up curling around 8 feet by the basket. It was
Nice.
a perfect shot. Everyone was very impressed with it.
Now, if you can get that dialed in where you could just do it on command,
Almost every time, yeah.
oh my god.
It's hard to get it to flip and land in the perfect spot every single time.
Yeah.
Because I try the roller now on hole 8 at Pinewoods. No, sorry. I always do that all the time. At Ellicott Creek. Hole 8 at Ellicott Creek, where you're throwing at that big big tree all the way in the back.
All right, hold on. I got to do, yes, because 7, you come around.
7 comes around.
The brush with where you could go through, but you can't, but it's
Yep.
really dangerous. And then 8, yeah.
Yep.
8 is that far back one. Yes.
Yes. I throw a roller on that one now because it gets me just about almost to the big tree. So it's getting closer and closer every time.
Nice.
So it's closer than my my air shots for sure.
Yeah.
I get one in the middle of the fairway, but I'm always laying up for par on that hole.
I'm starting
So-
to get the forehand down to that big tree down.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chris, since I play with him a lot, dude, he just backhands way past that tree. And if he can get the backhand just to fade in right, he'll be looking at a bird look.
Nice.
It's insane.
Nice. And on I do the roller on hole 13 as well. 'Cause
Oh,
that's the only way
I hate
got.
that.
I
That
tried
hole is
it.
so hard.
It is very hard. We can use probably about 3 or 4 trees cut out of that area, and it would open up a couple of lines.
Yeah.
And then that hole would be everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
But as of right now, the only way I got to the basket was throwing a roller on that hole. So now I try to do it every time.
I just close my eyes.
Yeah,
There's
pretty much.
nothing else you can do.
The only other way I could play that hole is to throw something to the right, because that's the only gap that I could see. Yeah, I'm usually forehanding. It's going to be a right-hand backhand for you guys to the right, like heading towards the pavilion and let it fade it.
Yeah,
into the
that's where
fairway.
Chris goes.
Yep.
I don't have that kind of control yet
You're
for my
laying, You're
backhand.
laying up for par either way.
Yeah.
So I might as well try a roller, because either way I'm going to throw up for par.
Yeah.
So if I can get one there with a roller, let's do it.
I mean, at worst, you're taking a bogey. I mean, most people are bogeying
Yeah.
that because you hit first available.
That hole's hard. I think that's one of the hardest holes on that course.
Yeah.
The other one might be 6 or 7. 6 can be difficult if you don't. If you 6 is an obvious straight line on the right side.
Yeah.
But for a lefty, I gotta like get a great forehand down that way, and usually doesn't get the distance that I want.
Yeah.
I can get to that last guardian tree though. I can get just behind that, so I'm looking at probably about a 65, 70 foot putt.
Yeah.
So it's not horrible, but I would definitely like to be closer. 7, it's that gap over the brush. So
I go around.
either go around.
Yeah.
Or I can hit that gap pretty good now.
I don't even bother.
Yeah.
Like you'd
My
think
forehand
you would think as a forehand dominant player, I'd rip that gap every time.
Yeah.
But I don't even bother.
It takes a lot of stress out if you can get around.
Yeah.
Why throw directly out of bounds if you
Yeah.
don't have to?
So I just hit the St. Pro. It just goes out and then fades perfectly to the left, and I'm sitting about 35, 40 feet
Yeah.
from the pin. So I'm like,
I can get that way
perfect.
now too, going over the gap. But
Yeah.
that's because my forehand, I can't get the forehand to go around and get that close. So I gotta get like something with a big skip, which at Ellicott Creek, getting a big skip on that grass is kind of slim.
But like that aggravates me because like in some spots you would think that you would get a skip and you
Exactly.
don't, and then other spots, I'm not going to get a skip. Like what is that? 5?
5 is the one with the 3 guardian trees in the long hole.
Yeah, the spruce trees.
Yeah.
Yes, that one I can get up to those trees, and then there's like most of the time I just like pitch the anvil up.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll set, but sometimes I'll just skip and then shoot out of bounds.
Exactly.
It's like, where was that that skip when I needed last hole?
I was going to say the same thing on that hole because I shoot on hole 5 at Ellicott Creek. I shoot towards the roadway to get more left of those trees.
Yes.
Because then it just opens up a little hyzer layup for me.
Yeah.
And that's how I play that hole. One time I was a little bit too centered, so I was kind of pinched off. The high hyzer wasn't going to work.
So you went through the trees.
I tried to go and skip low, and it didn't. It just hit the grass and died.
Yeah.
So now
it's
I'm laying
so
up.
hit and miss there.
I know.
Yeah.
I got to force a long par shot, and it usually doesn't work.
Yeah.
So because my putting is terrible. Well, yeah, that's I don't know.
I redid my putting. Completely rebuilt it.
Oh, yeah. I didn't take them out of the bag in the kitchen. So are they still in there? All right. Kids are going to bed. Good.
Yeah.
He's fine.
So
he's got a stomach bug.
Oh, okay.
So he's had diarrhea for like the last 3 days.
Well, at least he's going.
So she finally had enough. She's like, I'm going to call the doctor. They're like, we can see you at 7:20. I was like, cutting it close.
Yeah.
But okay.
But I completely rebuilt my putting.
Mm-hmm.
Changed my grip. I went to now a spin putter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't figure that out.
It is so easy because it literally, you just pick your point and you just coil your arm in and back out. That's it. There's no other movement.
I think every time I've tried, my release was like way off. So I'm like gripping it and it's going way left.
Yeah.
It's out of here. So
I'll
that
have
might
to
be why,
show
'cause
you.
My buddy Deshaun, he's a spin putter.
Yeah.
And he's crashing them in at like 50 feet all the time.
Yeah. So I talked to my buddy Dan, and then I watched Chris also, because Chris is kind of a spin putter, and I just kind of like I was talking to my buddy Dan about it, and he was like telling me because I sent him a couple videos of me putting. He goes, no, we're done with this push putting stuff that you do. He goes, you either pick one style and then go with it. I tried to push, couldn't do it, and he goes, all right, we're gonna do spin. He goes, pick your point, curl that arm in, and release it back out. That's it. That's all you have to do.
All right.
There's no other movements to it.
I'll have to figure it out for like the long putts for sure.
Yeah.
I'm a hyzer putter.
Oh, so am I.
The most that I make is when I hyzer them in.
Yeah.
So, but that's hard to judge. Especially, well, for me, it's hard to judge the further away I get.
Yeah.
I'll hit the basket though. I can hit the top. I can hit the cage, but I'm missing that mark. So, I don't know.
Like my putts are coming out flat at like 30 feet, but beyond that, I start seeing the hyzer come in a little bit more. So it's like, all right.
Yep.
But
I toss mine up high though. Let it just like literally knife down into the basket.
So it sounds like you're more of a push putter.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit because I definitely dropped like down to my knee or like my waist.
Yeah.
And then like definitely like lob it up in there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's been working for a lot of them. Like the last event that I did at Ellicott Creek, I played pretty well. So I did Turkey Day basket banger again. It's a little fun family invite only type of little thing. On Thanksgiving
I
Day.
showed up to do my personal. I didn't know anyone was actually playing. So I thought it was done. So I was like, oh, I'll show up, do my round.
No, we suckered him into doing 2 rounds because it was the weather seemed okay. It was cold, but it seemed all right. The rain didn't stick around. Well, I think it was supposed to rain like the whole day on the forecast.
I was told I'm too high. My rating's too high to play. So I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, it's guys that it's old guys, it's young kids, it's mainly family stuff, and it's a lot of new people. So since I'm terrible, I'm still allowed to play. Maybe not after this year. I don't know. So I was the odd man out because we didn't have an even amount of people. So when I drew my chip, I drew number 12, and there was nobody else with the 12. So I had a mulligan for every shot. So I was allowed to take 2 shots per shot because it's a doubles event. It's a random draw doubles. So I was allowed to take 2 shots if I wanted to, or if
double
I didn't
putt.
have to. I double putted a lot, and it helped me a lot. First round, I went 1 under, I think. It's still be on my U-disc. Yeah, I went 1 under on my first round at Ellicott Creek. So let's see here. I birdied 1, 2, and 3, but then I bogeyed 7. Another birdie on 11, and then I bogeyed 13, and I bogeyed 16 because they had an island on 16.
I make the island every time now. I'm ace running that now.
I missed the island because I stopped forehanding down there.
Yeah.
Because I've been throwing them a little too flat, and they keep going too straight and too far, and so I miss it that way anyway. So I started doing an Anheuser backhand. Yeah. And floating one down there. I didn't put it on enough angle, so it faded back to the right again. Yeah. And, missed the island. Just by like a foot, I missed the island.
Yeah. So for 16, this is something that me and Chris kind of discovered because the one day he literally made me just backhand like crazy up there until I figured something out because he goes, "It's so stupid that you can't get this."
Yeah.
So literally what I figured out is I do my whole backhand like form, but with tiny steps, and it just like slows everything down, takes power out of it. And then the shot literally just goes perfectly right down there and just barely misses the basket every time now. It's like, heck yeah.
Yeah, I do that tiny little walk up as well. Every time I try to do a standstill backhand, I either rip it too hard or not hard enough. It's really hard for me to judge my power coming off on a standstill.
Yeah.
If it feels like too much of a putt, that's why I underpower it.
Yeah.
Another time it's like I feel like I'm going to underpower it, so then I rip it completely. Yeah. So that's why I don't do standstill. I do that small little walk up.
Yeah,
the same thing.
Yeah, if I do a standstill, it's a forehand. There's no backhand standstills because my forehand, that's where all my touch shots are. I can do anything forehand. When it comes to the backhand, it's just oh boy, no touch shot. So I have to rely on making my walk up really small and tiny, compact, and then it helps.
Nice. So so round 2 then on this one, I'll go through it again. I birdied hole.
I seen you on 18. That's when I seen you.
18 was a great shot. I
watched it.
I should have had a birdie on 18. It was pretty close.
You should yelled to me to record it because I would have recorded it.
I didn't see you at all, but I was focusing because I was having a good round. So, I birdied hole 2, 3, and 4. 4 we played as the par 4. So I ended up birdieing that one. 2 great shots on that one. Hole 10 I birdied with actually a pretty long putt on hole 10 because I wasn't on the platform, the little tower. Yeah. I wasn't on that. I was off of it a good ways. So I had a good putt on 10. Then I birdied 15, 16, and 17 as well. So I ended up being 6 under total. The only bogey I took again was 13. The rollers just weren't working out for me. So
yeah, the ground was completely soaked.
Yeah. Well, they would roll, but like the first one, it landed too straight up, so it hit like one of the first trees.
Oh, okay.
The other one, it never turned. Yeah. So it just rolled straight out there. I ended up close to almost up to the guardrail, but like way left.
Yeah.
So I just had a wrong angle. So they were rolling. I kept hitting trees.
when I showed up to do my round, I birdied 1 through 3, par 4, par 6, Part everything all the way up until like hole 9. I got a crazy lucky backhand, hit off one of the trees, got myself parked somehow, tapped that in. Birdie 10, 11, and then it just parred out the rest. So I was like, oh, okay, cool.
During this event, I took 2 CTPs.
Oh, perfect.
Hole 2, I had one, and hole 16 was like directly under the basket with my backhand anhyzer.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to hit the cage. It was like tracking so close to the basket, it slid right underneath it. Those 2 are my CTP wins, the river and the reactor.
Have you thrown the river?
No.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it'll just glide forever.
Okay.
And it's pretty flippy.
I don't know if I want to. It shouldn't. The numbers say stable, so I mean, it could be flippy. Maybe yours is
they're
because
flippy.
you forehand it, right?
No, I backhanded
Oh,
those.
did
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I got rid of all mine because they're too flippy. I don't like flippy.
I like some because I like, especially if I'm doing, flippy like overstable.
No, like flippy
those.
understable.
Okay, I can do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's I might be able to get that thing to fly pretty straight then if it's flippy like that.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it'd be pretty good for you.
Yeah, because I'm starting to really like doing those Anheuser flex shots with an overstable disc. They've been working out a lot for me lately.
Yeah.
So
that's what I do.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm figuring that out because it's saving my forehand for sure.
Yeah.
That's when I have to do it for some technical shot. My forehand was not working out in the cold during this event that I did. I
finally figured out how to get my forehand to work when it's cold, wet. Doesn't matter anymore. So it's like, oh, perfect.
It wasn't. I think I kept rolling my wrist again. I don't know why I do that when I'm cold, but every time I try to do a forehand, I seem to always roll my wrist and turn it over, and it's not what you want to do. So that kind of sucked. But
so I found out. I tried the General, that Ricky Wysocki new disc.
Okay.
Love it. That replaced the Enforcers. Because it's a 12-speed. They fly about the same, but it feels identical to the Felon. Like it's a 12-speed with a smaller rim. Mm-hmm. It feels smaller in my hand, so it fits my hand perfectly.
So you're still, you said Enforcer, now you said Felon. So which ones you replaced the Enforcer?
The Enforcer. Okay. Yes. It feels like the General feels like a Felon in my hand because the way yeah.
All right.
So it feels so good, and I can just rip on it.
Yeah, I can't believe I figured that out this year. And I'm kind of upset that I didn't before with just getting down to like 8 speeds, 9 speed, 10 speeds, and the way the rim feels in my hand versus a 12, 13 speed.
Yeah.
It's such a huge difference. And I'm actually throwing them. Like I think the fastest speed in my disc right now, I think is an 11.
Yeah.
And that's my furthest flying disc that I have is the Lone Star Curl. So that's a great disc. And that one and the Nimitz.
Yeah.
Those 2 are like my go-to drivers as of right now. Unless I'm doing a forehand, then I stick with that one with the Innova Boss. So what are you planning on next season? You gonna stick with Lone Star, go mixed bag, reach out Daredevil? I am mixed bagging it up.
All right.
I'm going back to finding the discs that I like to throw and just using those. So as of right now, the bag that I have is great. So I maybe beginning of the next season we'll go through and do a back in the bag type of deal for the new season. Because I might throw in a couple different ones. I was thinking about taking stuff off the wall, but I don't know if I really want to. Because like the Beast I used to throw, that's on the wall, but at the same time, the Beast is about the same as the Curl that I like right now.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep the Curl in there.
I'm seeing a couple of the Daredevil discs.
I have a few in the bag. I was thinking about putting the Hellbender Razorback back in there, that mid-range, because that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's softer than the other ones that I have, though, so it's more of just a strictly upshot mid-ranger.
Yeah.
Not something I really want to rip. Right now I have the Houston in my bag from Lone Star, and the Walker, and the Horny Toad.
Are you going to throw some MVP in your bag?
I was thinking of that, too.
For the gyro?
I was thinking that, too. I didn't do the gyro day at Spartan.
Yeah. Obviously, I didn't because I can't, so. I'm only allowed to throw Trilogy.
I don't know. I have a lot. This I don't like. This one. This Bigfoot. I don't like the rim. It's a 13 speed, but it's
It seems so big.
it's huge, dude. It feels so weird in my hand.
Yeah, that's too big for my little hands. I can't even grip it.
Yeah. I don't.
And I hate that center.
I know
Too
you don't.
flimsy.
I know you don't like the soft disc. I do. The way that I picture it though with Daredevil discs, I do still like them, but like it goes 13s then 9s.
They seem to be pumping out a lot though, because I'm
Yeah.
seeing them a lot of their ads popping up on social media.
If they start coming out with like 10 speed, 11 speed discs, I'm getting them. But yeah, they go from a 9 speed up to a 13. There's nothing in between.
Have you tried reaching out to them, seeing if you can
No, I didn't.
maybe get like on their team or something, if they even have a team?
I think they do. I don't know. It might just be. It's going to be another just discount for the store.
Yeah,
So,
but still, it's kind of cool.
That's also why I'm not re-upping with Lone Star this year, because Lone Star threw out a bunch of 30% off deals, like buy 2 discs for 30% off, or yeah, I think that's what it was. I think it was like two or three. It's like 2 or 3 whatever drivers,
Yeah.
mid ranges or putters, and it's like use this code, you get 30%. It's like, well, my discount was only 20%, so I'm going to get 3 discs and use the 30%.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep doing that. So, and then if you spend over, I think there's always a free shipping code if you spend over like $60 or something like that. Then so now I got free shipping.
Yeah.
And a 30% discount. So we're gonna keep doing that. Not use my team code.
Yeah.
So there's no reason for me to continue doing that. But if I wanted to buy Lone Star, maybe I'll buy them. I got a little thing here with buying online now though. I don't know if I want to continue doing it because
You can't feel the discs?
yeah, you can't feel the disc.
Yeah.
Because I like that the Super Dillo that I bought, the oversized.
It just looks so big.
I didn't know it was that big.
Yeah.
I was expecting it because it says oversized putter. And it's one of the only other. They got a few understable putters because that's what I was looking for. I didn't get those. Oh no, I do actually. I think I have one.
Yeah.
Can't remember now. But I wasn't expecting it to be that big. That's
Yeah.
like it looks like an ultimate disc.
But the nice thing is, like, Spartan Disc is right down the road from us now.
It is, but they didn't have Lone Stars at the time.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
So-
your thing of you want to feel the discs, I mean, they're right
Exactly.
down there now.
And they have the netting, so you can always rip one too.
Yeah, after you
So-
pay for it, obviously.
Oh, you have to?
Yeah.
Oh, but you're thrown into a net.
It's still...
That's stupid. Or if I don't
I
like
mean, it makes sense. I don't think any store would let you just take a disc off the rack and go throw it.
But you're thrown into a net. You're not damaging the disc.
You never know.
No. I don't know. I think that's dumb, but it's okay. But they do have the practice baskets there, and they usually have a basket full of putters and approach discs,
Yeah.
but used ones.
Yeah,
So,
the used ones in the bins, they
Yeah,
let you throw.
That's why I got this shark.
Yeah.
Because there was a shark there at the old store. There was a shark in the bin, and the furthest spot, whatever they had, I don't know how far away it was,
Yeah.
35, 40 feet-ish, I don't know. I was just with the shark, dude. I just kept crashing in putts. I was like, all right, he sold me on it. I went and looked for a shark. And now it's on the wall, and I don't use it. So, I don't know. I'm picky like that. I did put in those Daredevil putters. Is it the woodchuck?
I have no idea.
It's like super soft, flimsy.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
those soft ones used to always...
It's like the walrus here. You can just literally...
Yes.
Yeah, so I threw that putter back in the bag, and I'm connecting with the basket at least 80% of the time now. So I'm glad I did that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. A couple other moves too. Got the Firebird in there. The Boss is in there. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how my bag looks at the end of next year. If I can take out some more Lone Stars or not.
Yeah.
Because right now I got pretty, acclimated into using them. I know how they fly, and I know when to use them. So unless I find something that flies farther than what I'm driving with right now, I might be stuck with the bag that I got.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Find out.
Yeah, I know.
got a long off season to figure it all out.
Yep. I'm just focusing on getting a job, get back into a routine as of right now. I'm not really out doing anything. I do want to go and start hitting Pine Woods up some more,
Yeah.
just when I can. So I signed up for Winter Wizards, and it's in January something.
Yeah. It's like first week or something,
Yeah.
January or something like that.
It's going to be cold. There's probably going to be snow, but
I don't know. I mean, still not much snow up this way.
it is late December right now, mid-December. So, I mean, you get a cool players pack. You get 2 Winter Wizard putters. During the event, they allowed you to use 2 more discs, 5-speed and above, I think. So I'm going to grab like 1 flippy driver and 1 flippy mid-range.
Yeah.
Just because. That's all I needed at that course anyways. That's just 1 flippy driver, 1 flippy mid-range, and a putter.
Yeah.
That's really all
I do that course with Anvil and Maiden.
Yeah.
That's all I ever bring.
I think I just need the Firebird and the Horny Toad. The Firebird I use for a couple of, like, hole 3 there is the longest one. You're
Yeah.
pitching up towards the middle of the road in the middle of the park there. That one I've only parked it once with the boss, and I had a big skip off the roadway. So going a backhand route down the left side, I can't seem to get anything close to the basket. I keep trying, but it's not working out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I need at least 1 flippy driver for that hole on its own.
Nice.
Everything else is a mid range.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's good. It's a good course. But that actually helped me out playing there too, because I would never have known that unless I went there and actually challenged myself just by taking 2 discs.
Yeah.
Just take 1 driver and a putter, or 1 mid range and a putter, and playing the course that way. And I do that. I used to do that before work. So I had work at 3 o'clock. So an hour, 2 hours before work, I'd stop at the course and just run through it with a couple of discs in hand, and
Yeah.
and peace out, go to work.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, since my work is literally 3 minutes away from Como,
Yeah,
it's nice. Like, sometimes during my lunch break, I'll just go there, play a couple holes, or I'll take like a half day and just go there and play the whole course.
Como is on my list to this
To
upcoming
conquer?
season. Yes, I will conquer Como Park this season. If I can get even or 1 under par, done.
It's fun.
I finally mastered Como.
Yeah.
I got to beat that course.
It kicks your butt every time.
It destroys me. I don't think I get anywhere under. I think 7 under, or 7 over. It might be my best score there.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, I've gotten to the point where Chris is like neg 2 or 3 there, and I can either be neg 1 or even there.
Yeah, that's what I want to get at.
So it's like,
That's the contending score right there at Como Park.
yeah.
So as long as I can be, like I said, even. Shit.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be too hard. Putting it in your mind, going even as a decent player should not be that hard. That means you didn't hit any trees and you just laid up for pars every shot.
Or if you had a bad hole, you got a couple birds to recover.
Exactly. Even better. The couple of them at Como should be easy birdies for me, and I still can't do it. Like, what's that one? Is it like I think it's 13. It's the short one coming back towards the water. You're throwing by the
Lighthouse?
by the big lighthouse.
I think that's 14.
It's either 13 or 14.
Something like that.
But I can't birdie that hole.
I just grab a felon and I stand still flex it right
it's
there.
So easy. But every time, I don't know why, I grip lock and hit the tree on the left side, or I overturn something, and I always end up too short.
Finally got over the water shot to the stump.
Oh, yeah?
Finally got that dialed in. I take an EMAC Truth and I can throw it, and I'll go out and I come right back to the pin and drop down.
The last time I played that one, though, we played it from the Reds, because it was,
The science one, yeah.
yeah. Was that the only time I played Como this year?
We did for point series. But I think you had your kid by then or something.
Is that the one I missed? I know. I think I missed one for point series this year. I don't know if it was that or Bond. Did we play Bond? Of course we played Bond.
I play Bond. I played Bond like 4 or 5 times this past season.
We played Bond a lot this year.
And each time, I end up +4. No matter what the layout was, I always end in every round +4.
You did pretty good. Very, very consistent Bond play.
I got to break that this year.
I like the fact that I figured out how to birdie hole 18 at Bond.
Yeah.
That's what I like. So it's usually a par 4 for a lot of our events. To there's a little cluster of trees in the middle of the fairway. As long as I get a drive past those, I can throw a big Anheuser Flex over the big brush area on the left side, and it fades out, and I'm pretty close to the basket. I'm still looking at like a 35, 40-footish putt, but I'm getting closer.
Yeah.
So that's the important
I
part.
figured out where to aim my flex forehand to get myself wide enough down by the pathway before it goes to right and towards the pin.
Mm-hmm.
I can get the felon off to the right close to that, and then I have a look at it, and then I just pitch up and tap out.
Yeah.
So it's like, sweet.
The first time I tried it with the boss in that second shot, and I overthrew the pin, and I went out of bounds over the pathway.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, shit, okay. I didn't realize that. So second round, I tried it with the, oh my God, what's the other one? With the Firebird. It's a slower speed disc, and it's a little flippier than the boss.
Yeah.
So it would have came out of that Anheuser a little faster. I did that, and I ended up a little bit too short, but I was still past that final pine tree.
Yeah.
So, but I'm still looking at, like I said, about a 40-foot putt. So tried, went for it, because it was for birdie. So made it for an easy par, though.
Aren't you glad I showed you that left gap on hole 13, where you go to the left side of the fairway instead of going over the path like everyone else?
Oh, yeah. You weren't the first person to tell me that either. But Deshaun has told me about that side, too, because he would forehand something that way.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay. Like, I don't see me getting there at all until I actually did it. And I was like, okay. That was super easy, and I'm like a lot closer to the pin than I usually am.
Yeah.
So,
me as a forehand dominant player, everyone just watches me do that, and they're like, "What? How'd that work?" It's you just flex around the tree in the center, and it comes down by the pin.
So going through this, I did miss event number 4 for the point series.
Which was what?
I don't know. I would have to find that.
All right, I could pull that up. Let's see here.
Because 3 was...
Oh, it's
not even telling me where 3 was.
All right, so what event are we looking for? Number 4?
Number 4 for point series.
All right. 2, 3, 4.
No, 3 says Lancaster, so that's got to be Como Park.
Yeah, so number 4 was Bond. Yep.
Okay. So I played Como twice this year. Find this open.
Hey, you want to know what I got for the Bond round? I bet you'll never guess.
What?
4 over.
Walked right into that one. I honestly didn't know.
Every single round I did this year at Bond was 4 over. No matter the layout, no matter what. It was different holes. I birdie, bogey. It always came out to 4
all different.
over.
It was all different, too.
Yeah.
You birdied holes you didn't birdie first round, and you bogeyed holes you didn't bogey second round. It's like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's interesting. Different ways of getting there, but you did it every time. I played 10 full sanctioned rounds this year.
I did 18.
Nice. Well, we played a lot, though. This is the most I've ever played. So, let's see here. 2023, I think I also did 10.
See, my rating was good until like the last couple until like the last tournament I did, because I went out to Rochester and played a golf course layout.
Oh yeah,
phenomenal. Loved it because it was by that veteran Backbone.
Yes.
Phenomenal
Backbone.
layout.
Shout out to Backbone.
Yes, phenomenal layout. Loved it, but I played it like an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
I tried just max driving everything instead of just take my felon and just position shooting the whole time.
Yeah.
So I got myself in a lot of trouble that was unnecessary. And like at the end of the round, I stood there and I'm like, I let myself down. I'm an idiot.
I find that way too. I do that a lot where I try to force a birdie shot. So I try to force a drive up there to get an easy birdie instead of just picking my battles. You know,
I did the same thing for Bradford's golf course layout, the 2 rounds there.
I hope to see a lot more of those in 2025. A lot more golf course playing.
So I got to figure out what in my head makes me think, oh, wide open, we're just going to max throw. Because it gets me in trouble every time.
That's hilarious. My rating dropped a lot. So let's see here. For 2024, I started at 837. Then I went up to 844, 849. Went down then to 843. Went back up to 846. And then I went down at the end of the year here. October 8th was my last rating day at 834. And that's where I'm currently sitting.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a little bit
not what I wanted.
Lower than what that you started with?
Yeah, it's lower than what I started with this year. I started with an 837. So I'm lower than what I started with. So not what I planned on doing this year at all.
Let's see, where did I start? 2024. Started at 846 and then ended at 874.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're gonna be over 900 next year.
Hopefully.
I would believe so. You keep doing what you've been doing this year. Plus now if your putting's all fixed up,
Yeah.
definitely. So you're moving up. That's another thing. I think I want to move up to MA2 for some events. Maybe not all of them. Some of them. The ones that I know that I can score decent at, like say like Ellicott Creek or something.
I wouldn't bother. Like if I were you, I'd say in MA3, learn how to win and then deal with the pressure of being lead card. Because I noticed that like one of the tournaments that you did where you were on lead card with, it was me, Chris, I forgot who else, and then it was you, and we were at Royalton. You struggled a little bit first couple holes.
I struggled at Royalton a lot anyways.
I know, but your mental game was kind of a little bit rough.
I don't know if that had to do with lead card though. Because usually going in the second round, I'm already like going through my head of all the mistakes that I made first round.
Yeah.
So I'm already putting pressure on myself.
Well, I'm saying first round, first couple holes, you kind of took yourself out. You checked yourself out pretty. Like on 18, instead of pitching up like the rest of us,
was it the Tom Beck Memorial?
No,
was it that one?
I don't think so.
Oh no, because that was at Outwater and then Wilson.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure what event that was, but
the Niagara Classic.
I don't think so. Niagara Classic, I was lead card with Alexander.
I don't remember which one
Dean?
this was then. The other one I have is the BFDO.
It might have been BFDO because that would have been us starting at Outwater, right?
I don't know, mine. It's not telling me what course for some reason. It had Chris Higgins won it though.
Yeah.
I ended up in 12th place. Let me go to my actual scorecard. We'll see here. Oh no, I hit the wrong button. Don't remember which course this was.
It should have been.
Yeah, Ransomville.
It would have been on your.
It was the BFDO. No, I got to go. For some reason, I have to go right to the scorecard for it to tell me what courses it was. So, yeah. The only reason I'm thinking this way, though, is because when I play with guys that are in MA2, I seem to do pretty well. So I did a casual round.
But casual rounds are completely different.
It is, but I'm definitely more relaxed. You know, I'm enjoying myself. We're having fun. I did a round at Royalton with Alex Brandel, Kyle Donlin, and Zach. I don't know. Sorry, Zach. I don't know your last name. But I didn't lose. Zach actually lost. He was 9 over. I was 6 over.
Yeah, what course?
At Royalton. So I finished out 6 over, which wasn't terrible for me, depending on like going by how the rest of my year went there. Like 6 over for one round at Royalton for me wasn't terrible. Kyle was 1 over and Brandel was 1 under. So yeah, I had bad shots, but maybe because it was a casual round, I didn't let them get to me, and I was able to come out of them pretty well. But I don't know.
Yeah, I've been pulling neg-2s at Royalton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only one time I was there with my kids, and I only played the front 9, and I was even or 1 under it. I don't remember, but I had to leave because was too crowded. There was a lot of people there.
Yeah,
day.
because there was when Jeremy Holke and
yeah,
Bradford were taking each other on.
they were having their team thing going on.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of other people just hiking and a bunch of other people just casual playing. So
Yeah.
there was a lot of people there that day. So I don't know. That's another thing I want to work on. It's just not over pressure myself.
Yeah.
I do think it's a lot to do with just me, not really anything else. Because when I go up by myself, I seem to do pretty well.
Yeah.
At a lot of these courses. Not Como. I don't go there by myself. But
Are you that scared of that course?
I don't know. I did want to go recently.
It's
End of this
buried.
season. I bet it is. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause my work has like 2 feet of snow still.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, I wanted to play that course before the end of the year was up. That one, let's see here. That might be the only course I don't play by myself. I mean, Emory, I never play. I played once this year during
I played Emory a couple times this year.
was it this year or was it last year now? I don't remember now.
Last year, because there was no point series out there.
Wasn't there this year, so last year then. Yeah.
I got pretty good at it. I figured out most of.
I feel like I could be.
Yeah.
Some of them holes do seem pretty far for par threes, though, for me. I can't pick them out, but
Yeah.
I
They're
don't
not
know.
too far from me anymore.
Not anymore. I'm working on it. I am driving further this year, though, than I have been. So that's good. I feel like I'm breaking 300, but like 320 max.
Yeah.
That might be it. And that's on a good day with
Yeah.
a good drive. So, but I think I can hit 320. So that's better. Let's see if I can push that a little bit further this year. But like I said, I'm focusing right now on my house and getting a new job, getting back into a routine of doing things. So, because once I have that, I can get out and actually practice and play more.
Yeah.
So that's the plan for this off season mostly. I still got my stuff set up in the basement. I got my pitching net and my basket down there. So
Yeah.
when I'm bored, I can just go down there and throw.
Yeah, so far this off season, just been playing rounds with Chris constantly, putting, and then weightlifting, and then back to running. So
Yeah.
I'm back up to running about 4 or 5 miles. So
That's another thing I got to do is work out, hit the gym. I wanted to get a membership, but now I don't have money, so
Yeah.
I can't get one. So that's another damper on that one. But
not advising this, but what I used to do when that gym in the plaza used to be Fitness 19.
oh yeah,
I used to get a free week constantly by signing the book with a different name each week.
oh nice.
They never caught on, but I highly don't advise doing that. So do not do that. But that's what it is.
no. I gotta talk to Anthony because he hit me up last week about going to the gym. So just maybe we can actually get a schedule going. Because the only thing is that he lives in South Buffalo.
Yeah.
So he would have to come. We would have to find one that he goes to. Because I think he goes to I think it's Crunch or something like that. So we have to
Or
find
Planet Fitness, like
No,
everybody.
Screw that place. If you want to be judged constantly, you can go to Planet Fitness. I don't believe what they say. It's no safe space there.
Is that the one with the purple machines?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It's like if you're too loud, I think some places they have like sensors on the wall and a siren will go off if
I'd be purposely setting those off.
dude, like if you're like a serious lifter, do not go to Planet
Yeah.
Fitness because you're gonna get kicked out. You're gonna get in fights with random people there. It's like they think it's like a Y or something. Like a bunch of old people are there just randomly moving machines, sitting on their phone for half an hour in between sets.
Yeah, you gotta take those workout selfies right in the mirror.
No.
You know. Oh.
Yeah, no, screw that. I want to go to a serious gym, and I actually found one. They do a lot of classes.
Yeah.
That's what I want to get into because
Well,
that's going to actually make me do stuff.
I
know?
mean, you have your own machines. Just
I do.
set
but
up your own little gym.
That's the problem. I'm not motivated by myself.
Oh.
I want other people around. I want a coach, maybe. At least until I get into. a
Oh,
routine
I'm
of doing
complete
stuff.
opposite. I hate working out with people. Other than like my like one of my buddies that's like my brother.
Mhm.
Like I'll work out with him, but that's about it.
I can do that.
Otherwise, I love just being by myself in my basement, in my own gym. Don't have to wait on machines. I just rock out whatever I want to do.
The thing that this gym does, they do it's like circuit training. So
Oh,
it's not really like
yes.
CrossFit, but it's like you got box jumps, you got high knees through the rope or whatever nonsense, jump rope over here, pick up the ball and slam it over there. So there's like 20 something people and a couple of coaches.
Yeah.
So that's going to put me back in the mindset of how I was in high school when I ran track. So it's like I think that'll help me out because it's going to feel like I'm in an event again or during like a sporting event and I'm training, getting ready for it.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel that'll help me start getting into it, and then I can start working on my own again and doing the list that I want to do. As right now at home, I'll do 100 sit-ups in the ab lounge. So I'll do 100 of those a day. I'll do 100 push-ups, and like 100 squats. That's about it.
Yeah.
And then if I'm too sore and tired the next day, then I don't do it, which is a problem. But
Stretch it out.
I try to. I did it to where I did a whole month of it, dude. I did 100 sit-ups every day for the month. One day I would do 100 push-ups. One day I would do 100 squats with it. 50 shoulder presses on a different day. And I kept moving those around, but I always did 100 sit-ups every day. I did that for the month of October, and then November is when everything hit the fan.
Yeah.
So that's when November, it was like 7th. So the first week of November, we were off of work.
Yeah.
Like not a maintenance thing, but they were trying to manage stock and like minimize costs.
Yeah, and then that's when I seen the notification on Twitter.
Everybody found out that way.
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. So like November 7th, we all found out we weren't coming back to work the next week.
Yeah.
So.
I obviously don't work there, so that's how I found out, and then I texted Jimmy because I was like, yo, did you see this?
Yeah, I found out from Facebook. Everybody found out from online. There was no official word from any supervisors, from the company, from the union. The union didn't even know.
Yeah, union. Yeah,
so
even the governor is pretty pissed off because they put all that the state money into that facility and now it's just gone.
We had over 1,400 employees.
Yeah,
gone, done,
just gone. Yep.
So big plant, now it's gone. And I heard a rumor that they're going to make a new one in a different state somewhere. So it's going to be cheaper wages and no union. But that's a rumor.
What state?
I don't know. Probably North, South Carolina, or maybe even somewhere Midwest.
Ooh.
I don't know. But
disc golf all year round.
That's the thing. If I can get her to move, we would have been doing that already.
Yeah.
But the family is here, so getting her and the kids to get away from that. Plus, Jade just started a new school this year.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be difficult because if I could find a job in a different state with lower cost of living, lower taxes, I'd rather do that.
Yeah.
And especially if one that's warmer, I could play disc golf year round would be awesome too.
I gotta wait till I retire to move out of state. So
yeah, that's probably what it's looking like for me too.
Yep.
Well, at least for the kids to move. If the kids are all out of the house, which I just had a third one, so that's going to be even longer now.
Yeah.
So she's only 6 months, so it's going to be a long time. But that was my plan too.
Yeah.
But I actually I started looking for places around Maple Hill because that would be awesome.
That would, but again, cold.
Move closer to the Mecca. Yeah, but
thanks, but no thanks. My whole plan is stay warm. When I retire, I'm out of the cold. I'm done.
I like the cold.
I hate it.
The snow I can do a little bit without, but I do like the cold.
Nope. Give me heat. I'm good. I love the heat.
Not for me. It's not for me. I had to yell at my father during hunting season this year because it was like a furnace inside that cabin.
Oh, I loved it.
No, I opened up the window because I got a little back bedroom where I can close it off, and so I slept in there. I opened up the window, dude. It was so hot.
I am that person. Like it'll be like 80 degrees out, and you'll still find me with a blanket all wrapped up.
Nope, not me.
Love it.
No, thank you.
The warmer I can be, the better.
But in the wintertime, I'm wearing shorts in the house and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
But I'll still grab a blanket because it's comfy.
Yeah.
That's about it. But I'm not. If you're cold, put a sweater on. I'm not turning the heat up any higher. 65 is the highest it will go on my house.
Oh, nope. Mine is almost 70.
Get out of here, dude. It's not happening.
Yep.
I'm never coming over.
My house is 70 degrees all year round.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yep.
Nope. 65 is the highest my thermostat goes. Do not touch it. Cold, put a sweater on. You got one on already? Put a second one on. I don't care. It's not happening. Ugh. All right. I don't have any other news other than this. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So.
That's about all I got.
I know. Oh, you've been reaching out to other channels.
Yeah, I made a
We've seen
guest.
that.
I guess I made a guest appearance on the Hanging Loose podcast.
Yeah,
and
shout out to those guys at Hanging Loose.
Yeah. So I got to talk with Shank and Spicy Boy. So that was pretty cool. And
yep, it made me follow them. So
yeah,
that's for sure. So
yeah.
now I followed those guys, and I think I got a couple of them. I think he followed me back.
Yeah, we should. We just definitely reach out to them and figure something out. Maybe like a virtual like doubles match against them, or maybe do a collab podcast with them. That'd be pretty cool.
Maybe we could talk to them about something.
Yeah, but they brought me on just because like if y'all haven't known about this already.
I know nothing about this, to be honest with you. I know nothing about it.
There was a fake Ken Climo account on Twitter for a long time, I guess, and so the one day I was on his page after he was just like constantly tagging me in the most like random crap ever and wouldn't stop tagging me, and it's like it got annoying. So I was like, you know what, this dude's pissing me off, and I want to know what the heck this guy's all about.
Fuck you, Ken Climo.
Yeah, it was just like it was so annoying. So then I was just going through his stuff, and then I found a picture and like a disc, and obviously he's trying to make it seem like it's really him. Like we all know it's not really Ken Climo because Ken Climo is not the most technical.
He said he doesn't have social media.
Yeah,
so.
He does now though, officially. He just did that just so he can be on there and made a quick video saying I'm the real Ken Climo. Don't follow the other one. That's not really me. And then that was it. So anyway, I found a picture that this guy took with a disc as he's trying to play it off as he's Ken Climo, and it just so happened his face reflection is in the disc.
Yeah.
So I screenshotted that, zoomed in on it, screenshotted that again, and then I posted it up on Facebook anonymously for the Disc Golf discussion page, and I just let people just go crazy with it. And I guess what Hang Loose was telling me is that it went all over Reddit, everywhere, every social media platform.
That's hilarious.
So then, and obviously I came out and revealed everybody that was me. So
yeah, you sent me that too, and I'm looking at it as like, okay, I had no idea what you're talking about.
Oh yeah,
I didn't see any of it other than the stuff that you sent me, and then I saw it later on. But I'm like, I am so out of this loop. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, Josh is getting into a fight on social media again. Okay.
Nothing new there. Go figure.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can't argue with people online.
And then Tour Life was talking about it, so I got to call in and talk to Brody about it. Yeah. So that was cool. And then the off season, spent 15 seconds talking about it, so it was kind of cool. Nice. Got to write out my 15 minutes of fame and kind of drifted back off into the shadows.
Well, it was cool talking with you talking with Hanging Loose because that was longer than just a quick phone call in. You were actually on the show for a good portion of it, so that was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Did they reach out to you for it?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah. So I mean, those guys are pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna tag them to this episode.
Definitely.
So, but yeah. I don't know. I got nothing else. I mean, we're still trying to fight for the 100th subscriber giveaway of this disc.
I mean, come on, guys. I mean, look how sweet this is. This is the coolest disc you'll ever freaking find.
Forbin Dye Works and Collectibles did it for us. He's done quite a few for us already this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're trying to give that one away for the 100th subscriber. We're stuck in 80 right now.
We're getting close.
Yeah. Well, it would help if I posted stuff and didn't wait 2 months to do this again.
Yeah.
But, plus it's Christmas, guys. Tell everybody or subscribe. You can give this nice disc away as a Christmas present after you win it or keep it and brag about it. Either one works for me. But yeah, I don't know. We got a bunch of new ideas for this next season. So
yeah,
this hopefully will be a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah. Instead of just us two just sitting here chit-chatting.
Complaining about how terrible we played.
Yeah.
But But yeah, we'll have a bunch of different other things going on. I want to start doing some challenge rounds and things like that. I already told myself I don't know if I'm going to compete as much as I did this year. I'm going to do point series events.
I'll be competing as much.
Yeah, of course you will. Maybe some of my local favorites like Bond Lake Open, Autumn Bond Classic. Obviously, those have to be played. A couple other ones.
Yeah, me and Chris have been talking about doing a good amount of Rochester tournaments next season.
That's one thing I want to do. I want to branch out to different courses. Yeah. I don't know about Rochester, but maybe like Gargoyle.
Yeah.
Hit that one.
Have you played that course yet?
No,
dude. Phenomenal.
I was going to last year, but then Autumn Bond ended up having, or was it that one, or was it Squala? One of those was happening like the same day. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to something that I know that I like doing.
So quick story. Quick story at Gargoyle. A couple months ago, me and Chris went and played Gargoyle, and there's a part on the back part where you go by the water. There's a fairway right by the water. Chris shanked a shot and it went down the cliff to the water, and I couldn't get with my grabber. It was too far down there, so I was like, you know what? I'll climb down there and get it. Chris all of a sudden watched me just disappear, watch my feet, and then I was just gone. And then he heard me splash. I landed in the water. He said it was the funniest thing ever because he goes, 1 second I was there, next thing he hears me go, ah! And then he hears just splash.
That's great.
So I tumbled all the way down, and but I got the disc though.
Oh, good. No disc left behind.
So, yeah.
So I already have an event lined up for the Griffin this year. I think it's in June.
Yeah,
or May. I think it's in May.
Yeah, Isaac is running that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some dog foundation. So it's a little charity event playing at the Griffin. That one I'm going to do. I wouldn't mind doing some unsanctioned events more this year, too. Because I think it's going to take a lot of pressure off of me because it's not really for anything.
It's cash, though.
Yeah, it's cash. That'd be great. So,
just do a couple Sunday fun days at Como, too.
Yeah, that, too. Yeah, if I can do a lot of that, it's all going to also depend on what new job I get for this year.
Yeah.
So, if I could do league more, whether it's Sunday Fun Day, whether it's Monday at Outwater, whether it's Wednesday Travel League, whichever one.
Yeah.
If I could do
I do every Thursday. Now and then. Thursday is my go-to.
Thursday night sanction at Ellicott Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a league almost every day of the week.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
A lot more tournaments coming up for this upcoming season.
Yeah. Some new ones would be nice, too.
I know of an A tier that's going to be happening around here. One of Holkey's tournaments is going to be A tier. I forgot which one, but...
I don't know what that means for us, MA3 players.
Means that we're playing. It's A tier. Yeah.
Oh, is that the lowest tier? A is supposed to be lowest? No, I'm confused.
A tier is the highest we can go.
So what? Okay.
Yeah, that's exciting.
All right.
A tier.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
let's do it. All right. I don't know. I don't know. I'm figuring it out. So yeah. The year hasn't started yet, so we'll see.
Oh, we still got quite a ways to figure it out.
We got the whole winter to go through.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to jump into the first thing this winter either, because the first one it's usually it's at Wilson, like Spring Fling or something like that.
No, I don't even bother until that
March
science one.
Yeah. I think it was May.
April.
Was it April?
Yeah, first week of April.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember when it was last year, but I thought it was fairly early, just after February or something.
I don't know.
The first one I did last year, but I don't remember. But I like Wilson. That's another one I want to get better at too. So
yeah,
that's it.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. All right, guys, like, share, subscribe. Thank you for again being patient with us and sitting through another episode.
As always, keep it in the fairway.
Yeah. Peace out, guys.